guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be baking a Jamaican fruit cake my way. These are all the ingredients that I'll be using in my fruit cake. I got a pan from Walmart, flour, sugar, fruits blended and soaked for over a year, eggs, butter, nutmeg, almond, vanilla, browning, cinnamon, salt, lemon zest, baking powder, and of course my favorite, some Starbucks Frappuccino. So I'm baking a pound cake, and how I determine the weight of the cake is by the amount of fruits that I use. So I'm using a pound of fruit, which is 16 ounces, and for the sugar, the flour, and the butter, I'm only using 8 ounces of each. The fruit is always more than the flour and the sugar and butter because I'm baking a fruit cake, not a flour or a sugar cake. Okay? So our first step is to cream the butter and the sugar together. Alright? So I'm using 8 ounces of butter and 8 ounces of sugar. Okay, now I'm going to use 8 ounces of sugar. I don't have to measure the sugar because I'm an expert and I know what 8 ounces look like. You know what I mean? That's 8 ounces, I think. Yeah. That's too much. Oh, shit. Butter caught it. That's 8 ounces. So I'm going to cream the butter and the sugar together. And I'll be doing this by hand. No machine help me. So you say anybody may bake that cake for, you better be grateful and thankful. Because I'm two and them I use. I'm gonna cream it together. So I'll come back when it's all together. Okay. Alright guys, so the butter and sugar is kind of creamed together. Not fully. I'm just gonna add the lemon zest. Just the zest of the lemon to give the cake that nice flavor that I like. So we're creaming the butter, the sugar, and the lemon zest together now. Once it's fully creamed, I'll come back to the next step. Alright? Okay, so now the butter and the sugar is all creamed to my liking. I'm going to go ahead and add the eggs. I'm using 4 eggs, but I'm just going to add them one by one, slowly. Each time I add an egg, I just gradually fold it in and then add the next. Okay, now we're gonna add the last egg. Kakafat. That means cake will taste good. So we just added the last egg. And it broke in there. So it got. And then see? We're just folding this in. Just fold it in until it's nice. Alright, this is what it looks like after I folded all 4 eggs in. I'm going to put that to the side. So my next step is to add all the dry ingredients. I did not put all the dry ingredients together yet, so I'm going to put it together and let you guys see how I do it. Alright guys, so now I'm going to add all my dry ingredients together in this bowl just to mix them up and show you guys what I do. Normally I'll just put them in, but I'll do this. So I'm going to add 8 ounces of flour. Whoa, hold on, flour for save. So 2 half cup equal 8 ounces. Then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon look a bit too. Let me just add a little more. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Add a little bit more. And some cinnamon. And I'm adding some baking powder. So what I do is I combine this and make sure it's evenly distributed. And after I do that, I add it slowly to the cream, sugar, and butter. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly add this to the mixture and fold it in. I'm gonna repeat this process until the whole dry mixture is finished, and I'll come back. I'm still here folding. This is what it looks like now. And I still have a little bit left to put in there. And we're gonna add the rest of the flour. I'm gonna fold this in and I'll come right back. See how thick it is, like a bread right now? That's where my frappuccino comes in. And I slowly add it and get it to the consistency that I want. So it's a little bit more movable right now. I'm not gonna add any more frappuccino. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add the fruit. And I'm gonna fold that in. A fruit cake is not hard to bake, you know. As long as you have your stuff together. Just fold it in. This consistency for me is too thick because I want it yummy. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some more of my frappuccino to it. And you don't add a lot, just a little bit at a time. Because you don't want to spoil it. And you just fold it in. Now I'm gonna add the wet ingredients. So that's the vanilla and the almond and the browning. This is a teaspoon, so I'm adding 1 teaspoon. That not look enough to me. 2 teaspoons, and just because I can, may I add 3 teaspoons. There you go. Remember, your kitchen is your own place. You experiment there. Almond, not add too much. Just the half that they say I should have. As for the browning, I don't like when my cake is too dark, so I normally add less browning. So you add how much ever browning you want to make it as dark as you want. And normally when you put too much browning on it, the cake come out way dark, but not only that, it just tastes bitter. I don't like it so. And don't forget to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. And when I'm baking, I always put a tray of water under the bottom. I don't know why, I just like it that way. Now it's time for me to add the browning. I don't like too much browning, you know, so I don't want it too brown. You have video? So I'm gonna go ahead and sure. The cameraman I get me ignorant. Me I tell you the truth. Cause me not me tell sure. I tell you I don't want to cut the video and the people them not see exactly what me I do. Me not in that crap. Okay, so I add a little more browning because it wasn't to the color that I wanted it. And maybe me like me. Look like me I forgot fire the cameraman woman. Cause she do what she want to do. And I me I her and she I me. Never hear nothing go so yet. Okay? Alright, goodie. So how you like this color? That color you look okay? I mean, I like it when it's too brown and I think this is okay. Don't you? Mm-hmm. Normally I use this when I'm baking fruit cake for kids. But what I would put instead of this for an adult is the Irish cream. But I never have no Irish cream, so I just use what I have. And I don't know if kids is going to eat the cake, so that's why. So the oven is preheated, so now I'm gonna pour this out into the can that I have and put it in the oven. Okay guys, so I'm gonna bake this for 90 minutes. I'm gonna bake it for 60 minutes, then check it, and then move on to 30 more minutes if needs be. This is my sample. Is that for me on the camera, girl? This one, because it's smaller, you cannot bake it for 90 minutes. You have to bake this for maybe like 40 minutes and then check it and bake it for another 20. But once you check it, you will know if it's already baked. And we're almost 30 minutes down. Alright, so we baked already for 30 minutes, so we have an hour left, 59 minutes. But I don't know, I want to check it. So we can check it quickly and see. Yep, it's not ready. But you know what I want to do? It's supposed to be down here. There you go. Whoa! It was on the wrong shelf. It was too high, so I put it down low. I'm gonna bake it for another 30 minutes and then check it. So I don't know, but right now this is the remaining time. I want to check the cake because to me it smells like it's ready. And wait, you see, it's clean. So I think 1.5 hours is too much. I think 45 minutes is the real deal. So this is what I tell you when I say my kitchen is an experiment. You just experiment here. So the cake, people, 45 minutes, not 1.5 hours. I don't know, maybe it's the oven because I use it in this oven and not the oven on the stove. So I think that made a difference. Depending on you guys' oven, you just have to make sure you check it with a piece of stick. And once you dip it in there and it's clean, it means it's ready. Yeah. So excited. It looks so nice. I'm going to go on the road and I'm going to allow this to cool while I'm out there. So while I'm out there, I'm going to buy me a small bottle of Bailey's Irish cream. And once it's cool, I just pour it on it. Normally we would use like the red label or so, but because I want to give it a different flavor, I want to put the Irish cream on there. Okay guys, so cakes are cool and ready. I'm gonna add a little red label wine and a little overproof white rum. And this is ready to be shipped. So now we're gonna go ahead and cut this and sample it and see what the texture is like on the inside. The cake is amazing. The texture is to die for. Look at this. Okay. It's not dry and it's not wet. It's perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.